Hey everyone. So, I have a quick little haul. As long as I keep my mouth shut, it will be quick. So, first, before I show anything that I bought, I wanted to show you what I won from Meredith from Etude and You. She had a little giveaway. I got this on Friday. I was so excited. And it comes with the gloss, a liquid liner, and then this little palette. I'm just going to real quick show you. And the little palette has a brush, which I'm going to take out. Mirror. These are the colors. This color I put in my outer corner on Friday night when I went to the meeting. I don't remember if I said it. I'm telling you, this perimenopause stuff is seriously for... Anyway, if there's any men watching, I'm sorry, but... Yeah. So Friday, I went to my friend's celebration, and I got all the goodies, on Friday. And, so when I go to meetings, I fix myself up, and, so I played around with that, which was really nice. And then it comes with the gloss, which has like a little faux mirror, but look at this. It has a light. Look how blinding. I mean, I could blind myself. Look at this. Look at the color of my eye. So, this is more like it has some shimmer in it, but the thing that I actually like is the shimmer doesn't stay. That is one thing. I used to love Smashbox glosses, and they had this one color, which was a kind of like, it was a gloss. I think the name of it was Blur. I'm probably wrong, but, and it was a creamy mauvey color. It was really pretty. But as down the line, Smashbox puts glitter and all that, and a lot of times the glitter is left behind. But this is so minuscule that I like putting it on, you know, in the middle of the lip. And then it also came with a liquid liner, which I honestly normally don't use because of the crunchy eyelids. But I did use this Friday night. I had different lashes on, and I've actually been loving the Kiss number 11s. I have them on now. They're really, really, really pretty. But, yeah, so what I did was Friday night I actually put the liner over because I was still able to see, like, the seam of the false lash. Not these, though. I didn't have these on. And so I used this. And look at this. It's dry already. So, I'm not a huge fan, but I like it just in case, you know, if I really want to, you know, especially when you wear lashes. So, that was my little giveaway, which I was so excited that I had won something. So, I guess, not last weekend, the weekend before, I had placed an order from Coastal Scents. Now, I am signed up, you know, for their emails, and I think it's almost every Friday I get an email, and once a week you get a sale on something. And one of the palettes I had been eyeing was the Revealed 1 and 2 palettes, but really more the 2. And Laura Shakeup, which, if I remember, I will link her below. She is Julia Roberts' twin. Absolutely beautiful, but she's got a beautiful soul. She really does. I just adore her. She had raved about this palette. And there's what the colors look like. Now, I got this on sale. I got this, I think, for $11.95. And I also bought a couple brushes. But the funny thing is, and Lorette, you'll get a good laugh. I think I explained to her what I did. I wound up with 2 of these. So I sent our friend Lorette, who is the sweetest thing. She just always, 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 I'm going to get all choked up, has nice things to say. Just, it just makes you feel good. Anyway, I wound up with 2 of these. Look at me. Could you stand me? Seriously. Who would have thought doing this, right? Anyway, so what happened was I had put the order in for 2 brushes, this and the contour blush palette. And I do a lot of things on my phone. I, got busy, and because on Fridays I usually make pizza, so I probably was doing it as the pizza was cooking and then forgot about it. Went back in, and this is normally $19.95. I think I got this for $11.95, and I'm pretty sure I've seen it for $9.95 when it's on sale. And so when I went back in, I had to log back in again and do all of that. And so I put this in my cart, the brushes I'm going to show you, and the contour palette. And I check out, not thinking anything, and I'm like, and it wasn't until they sent me the email telling me, confirming my order, and I said, oh, how did I order 2 of these? So I thought, who better to share makeup with than Lorette? She's just a sweet person, and I actually have this on today, if it hasn't come off from me tearing up. I have this color here, which, very pretty. I've been playing around with these. These are actually pretty nice, especially for the price. I have this color in my crease. Now, this is a matte. The mattes do not feel creamy. They actually feel a little chalky. But if you could see, that's in my crease, blended out. And then I have this just in the corner. So if you're in the market, or if you wanted to get the, the Naked 3 or whatever palette number they're on now, I would suggest this. Yes, granted, Urban Decay, I don't have any of the 1, 2, or 3. I have the Naked Basics. I also have single eyeshadows, which I love. I love the concept because I'm pretty sure that every shadow they have in a palette you could buy in a single, and that is what I like. If you think about it, Too Faced doesn't have that. You hear me, Too Faced? No, they don't hear me. And if they did, they'd probably say, yeah, and so. Anyway, so then I ordered, it is BR250. There's what that looks like. Now, I'm going to compare it against a MAC 217. So I know you're looking and saying, oh boy, that's a dupe. But when I turn it this way, this is the Coastal Scents. This is the MAC. The Coastal Scents one isn't as fluffy and is a little more, like there's more bend in this, and then it's not as fluffy, where this is a little more stiffer, but this still you can blend with this. The MAC 217, I would recommend. I know people are a big Sigma, but I love this. I got this, I've had it before, and then of course after a while it starts to get, these clean excellent, even though they're white, don't be afraid of that. Pete had given me for Christmas, usually he'll ask me, what I want, and so this year I said, get me gift cards, which he's not a fan of doing, but he knows my love of makeup. So, of course, I also talked him into giving it to me before Christmas. So, I got myself a MAC 217, a new one. I do have Sigma's E25s, but this was $4.95. It's similar, but it isn't the same, just to let you know. But it does blend. So if you can't afford a MAC 217, which I would highly recommend, then get this from Sigma. From Coastal Scents, BR250. And you'll see it's one of their more popular brushes. But it does, I was able to blend out, but this, to me, is the ultimate. Just saying. Then I also got the, another blending brush. And this one is BRCN06. And this is a fluffy, but it's kind of dense. As you can see, like there's not a lot of movement. So this also, and plus it's small. This, actually, I could probably compare these two. They're very similar, just a different color. And that one is BRCN06. You know, you can go into specific categories, and I think that one is like under eyes, maybe like blending or something. So then I got the contour palette, which looks like this. I'd always been eyeing this, and so Friday night when I got it home, there's no mirror. And that's the white. That's like, I want to say almost like a skin color. And then this one is like a peach, which I've used as eyeshadow, by the way. Now, if this is scary, I have this on. If you have really light skin, this palette, you'd have to have a super light hand. And I also have this color blush. This is, I mean, nice and pigmented. I have that on. And then, look at me going over the other colors. See how pigmented? I really like this palette. And I love a dual purpose type of thing, which what I mean by that is, you know, sometimes I will take my bronzer and use it as a crease color. I have put this in my crease and it works. Just saying. So that was cheap. So then, Saturday, we went to CVS, but we went to CVS in Clifton, which is maybe about 20 minutes or a half hour away. What a different CVS. They actually stole my idea. Did I ever talk about this idea? I think I did. Maybe I didn't. See, this is what perimenopause does. You don't remember things. Anyway, when I was online, when I went to CVS in the town over for me, the guys had said to me, "Did you find everything you needed?" And I said no. And I said, "You know, you really should have somebody over there." And they were looking at me like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Well, first of all, you know, to make sure everything's, you know, not swiped, not packaged." I also told them they should have testers. But I said, you should have somebody over there to help assist. Some women have no idea. Or some kid has no idea. You know, 13, 14, 15-year-old doesn't know how to pick, you know, really should have somebody there. And the manager actually was standing there listening to me. I was like, oh, that's a really good idea. Anyway, so I go up to this Clifton place, and there's like this little, but it was near skincare. I think they have Vichy. Don't quote me, because the brain don't function. But no one was sitting there, though. But like a little desk with a big mirror. And I thought, seriously, that is CVS, if you're listening. They're probably not either. But if you are, I could be the one for you. Anyway, yeah, so it was set up so differently. Anyway, so of course, you know, Katie, my daughter, she's got hair about here, and it is super thick. Obviously not like mine, even though I know you're all saying, yeah, yours looks thick. I have naturally curly hair. That's why you'll see, like, you know, the back I let dry naturally so it can get a little wild, but it's very fine. Even when I had long hair, someday I'll have to show you a picture, but even when I had long hair, it looked like I had so much of it, but I really don't. But my daughter does. Hers is thick. So I used to be a hairdresser. That's another thing maybe you didn't know. As soon as I graduated high school, I went to hairdressing school. I talk about this in my addiction story. I graduated and then didn't take the state boards because I was afraid I'd fail. I was 19, so I was still in my addiction and allowed it to run and ruin my life at that time. Anyway, so I still cut hair. I cut Pete's hair, my middle son, my oldest son, my daughter, my friend. But I'm not, you know, when I have to be in the mood too. Like I can't, even my own hair. I do my own. If I'm not in the mood, and it's like, as I was fixing it today, I'm like, seriously, you need a cut again. Like, it's like the never end, you know, and I love, like, really short, like, wild haircuts, but it would annoy me to no end, because I'd have to constantly be cutting it. So, I wouldn't even go shorter, even if I wanted to, because, anyway, I went through all that for CVS, seriously. So, we went in there because my daughter wanted things for her hair, and so I cut layers probably to loosen it up a little bit. She's got long layers, so most of them, the layers probably start about here, and her hair is to here. And when she doesn't touch it, it becomes curly, wavy and curly, very pretty. So I bought stuff for her to spray into her hair because she complains about the frizz. Now my daughter is really not into, she likes to have her nails painted. Like, I painted her fingernails with the gel nail polish. Like, she likes that kind of thing, but she's going to be 13 this month. Not into makeup. Not really into her hair. She likes me to do her hair, but for her to do it herself. So, Linda Lou, if you have long hair, I just love Linda too. She has a video of what she does. She wraps her hair all up in a clip and a scrunchie and then takes it out, and it's like, oh, I love it. It's like wild. And I did that with my daughter. My daughter was like blown away because literally her hair was like, I couldn't get over how curly it was. I mean, it was super curly. Where it's usually like, wait, no, it was super curly. So anyway, seriously, all that for CVS. So we went into CVS to get her hair stuff. So, of course, you know, Pete, as soon as we get into CVS, you know, you need things for tutorials. So I went over to the Milani section, and I had been eyeing this color, the Bella Violet, which is a shimmer. I don't have any purple, and I think that would be really, really pretty. I want to try to step out a little bit, you know. I do love Neutral Eyes. It's like one of my favorites. And I also bought Bella Fuchsia, which is a satin matte. I also thought this was pretty, and it was different, you know. I mean, I don't know, even those two together might look okay. So, then I went over, you know, and I have the two of them up my behinds in CVS. So it's kind of hard, and, like, you know, Pete's asking questions, she's asking questions, but Maybelline was having a buy one, get one. And I also had my 20% off coupon. So I have been eyeing this for a long time, and Glad Rags Julie, I think she's the one that mentioned this one to me. And it is the Maybelline Dream Wonder. This has SPF 20, and I got mine in Creamy Natural. Just an FYI, it's very liquidy. It has that weird applicator. These run darker. I have this on today. Now, I think my other one from L'Oreal is Creamy Natural. And so when I came home, I placed an order in Ulta because I had the 20% off coupon for Ulta. And I mean, as you can see, it blends fine. I think I'm in love with this. The texture, the way it lays on my skin, it absorbs, it dries so quickly. It has a nice, really silky slip to it. And I'm pretty sure I have the powder to this. And I remember seeing the powders had run darker, so the foundations must. But this, obviously, is forgiving, even if it's dark. I did order the lighter one, though. And then, because it was buy one, get one 50% off, I also bought this, the Dream Lumi. I've never tried this. I'm loving this too. It has the... This is very, very, very nice. Now this, to me, doesn't have the same silky texture as the foundation, but I really like this. I did notice this dries very quickly. So, like, I had put my, war paint on and then was doing whatever. And then when I went back in with my beauty blender, I said, oh boy, it's dry already. But I also have the fan and the air going, so that could be one of the reasons. But I really enjoy this. I am going to do a, seriously, I am going to do a review. My allergies are just seriously out of control. On this. That's how much I love it. Tomorrow I'm going to my friend's house, so I will have this on for hours, because I really want to see how it wears, how my skin reacts to it. So far, the few hours that I've had it on, I really, really like it, but I will know better, like, after I've worn it and worn it for a long time. But I have to tell you, like, my first impression of this is really, it's a nice foundation. I think it was like $9.99. But yeah, it runs darker. So, like, I honestly, though, this is my first Maybelline foundation. I've never bought Maybelline. I'm late to the game with a lot of these things. But 21 minutes, seriously. So, yeah, I will be reviewing this probably next week. So, that was my little rambling haul, and, oh, I'm so sorry for all my head is just in a fog, between the allergies and perimenopause. It's just not a good thing. So, I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my new subscribers. Any questions or comments, please leave them below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day.